Good morning, viewers. It's exactly 11:38 a.m. in the Gambia, and this is the Gambian Talent Forum Show, bringing to you from the Baton Highway. My name is Sarah Rebecca Ngozi Abodiko from Gambian Talents Promotion, and here today in this show we've got one of the most key persons from GDC here to speak with us. No other person but Mr. MC Cham, the National Youth Mobilizer of the Gambian Democratic Congress. With me, I've got my co-host Veronique Njai and Flavor Odian. I'll allow them to introduce themselves.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, viewers. My name is Veronique Njai from Gambian Talents Promotion.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you may be watching us from. This is Flavor Odian from Gambian Talents Promotion.
Good morning, Mr. MC Cham Jr. How are you today?
I'm fine.
We are very glad for having you here today in our show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
Thank you very much. And without much ado, we would like to go straight into the matters of today. Mr. MC Cham Jr., a couple of days ago, your party filed a petition with the IEC in which you claim that the UDP and two APRC candidates are not qualified to contest in the upcoming mayoral elections. What are your sources and the basis of your information?
No, anyway, thank you very much for asking that kind of questions. As a GDC is a political party, whereby we have the right, it's part of the Constitution and it's part of the Election Act 2015, that if you have a doubt, you have the right to make a petition to the IEC. We have a petitions against the Taliban of UDP and Rambo Jata of APRC, and also another Suso from Basse, APRC chairman in Basse. So far, we have wrote our petition to the IEC. Still now, we are waiting for IEC to respond to our petitions so that we know the results, because we have an evidence as a party, whereby, but still now, we have to wait for the IEC to come up with a reply to the GDC. Is the GDC mayoral candidate. We have fulfilled all the requirements as IEC, but there is another candidate that we still now have a doubt. That's why we are asking that we need to see the voters card of Taliban Sudan, and also according to the Local Government Act, if you are one convinced as a person, you have to stay away from politics for more than 10 years. But if you look at the case of Rambo Jata, still now it's on the IEC, I don't want to disclose it. I will still wait for the IEC to come out with their reply. From there, we take a step as a party.
Okay, in your petition, GDC threatened the IEC, saying that you will not tolerate any form of a mistake during this upcoming elections. So what will you do if there happens to be a mistake in this coming elections?
No, anyway, if we see GDC is, we are not threatening IEC. We are all partners in developments. GDC and IEC, we are all the same because we are part of the inter-party committee of all political parties. But as a GDC, we have, during the local government elections, GDC was announced that they give GDC 23 councillorship. After all, our finding, we know that GDC have 25 councillors. They have to give the 2 councillors to the APRC side. It was the GDC councillor. So we are just appealing for them that let them be fair as independents and neutrals, because they are independent body. They need to be very, they are the referees of all political parties, so they have to be very independent. So that's why we see that if at all the rules or their reply is not favor of GDC, we can take another step, which is legal action. We can do legal action because it's part of the Constitution. But as for now, we are waiting for them to reply GDC as soon as possible. Because
what are those steps that you're going to take?
Because we have, contrary to the law, if at all they reply is not in favor of you, you can go to the High Court to challenge the decision of the IEC. But still now, we are not challenging them, but we are still waiting for their reply, which we expect before Monday we will get the reply from them. But we are appealing for them, let them be very independent, let also go over and to find out. Because as a party, we have the right to petition any candidate. It's our right. Some people are attacking me today, the radio stations, but what I'm telling you that nobody is above the law. And as a party, we have the right, it's our right to find out whether Taliban should have a voter's card or not. We want to find out, we want to know as a party. And if every Gambian wants to know, this is part of democracy.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC Cham. From the look of things and from the answering of questions, we see that you guys are putting our heads up to the various political events that are going on. But however, I have a question. What is your reaction to the accusation that folks out there are giving out that GDC is a very violent party?
Who is saying that?
No, we have had accusations that GDC all over it's a very violent party.
All right. Those who don't know GDC, we are the most peaceful party. GDC. Since GDC has been established up to now, we don't have any case, unless we have only one recently at Jimara. Right now, so our councillors, our MPs, they are going to court, and we have to wait for the court. I cannot protest much about that case.
What happened? What is the reason for that?
The reason is, you know that Jimara is part of the hometown of the president, and his Mama Khan is also from Jimara. During the parliament election, GDC won that seat on the opposition side of GDC. And during the council, the same thing that we also won the council, the village town of the president. And I think that some of them, they are not happy with the way people are supporting GDC in that area. But as for now, I cannot disclose it because since the case is in court, we have to wait because that's the part of the law. But GDC is a peaceful party, whereby we always demonstrate peacefully. Our party leader is a peaceful man, Mama Kande. He always, if you look at GDC, it's one of the peaceful party. We always advocate peace and stability and development. Without peace, there is no political party in this country. There is no party leader. So every time we have to create peace, we have to advise our supporters to maintain peace and stability in this country. That's why we always maintain peace as GDC. That's why we always follow the rules and regulations of this country. We also respect the law of the land. That's why whatever we have a doubt, we just wrote our letter and follow the due process as GDC.
Okay, so I don't know if you've seen it. It's actually here. There's a picture of Talib Bensouda's voter's card circulating on social media, and then it's actually here. And then according to your accusation or the petition you guys laid, you said that he doesn't have a voter's card. And then there's actually one here. And then the IEC has also confirmed that Talib Bensouda has actually met all the requirements laid by them. Don't you think that this petition and then these things that we are seeing right now, we have an effect in the credibility of your country, of your party?
No, it doesn't have any credibility of the party. It's part of the rules, it's part of the law, that if you have a doubt, you can appeal. And secondly, this voter's card that you are showing me,
yeah.
I cannot confirm it unless IEC give us our reply from the IEC. Everybody can have voter's cards. But hence IEC did not reply for GDC as for now. I cannot confirm this as a voter's card. But as for now, we are waiting for IEC. Let IEC come with their replies, with strong evidence, so that from there we move on. Because we have the right to make a petition. From there we can move on. That doesn't mean that we want to stop, because we are not having enough time. We can go election with them, and we can go with them. So the best thing that we want to have a transparent and very independent body in the Gambia, because election is not easy. We cannot allow some people just want to manipulate everything. That's why we want to know that, we want to see that whether Talib have a voter's card. If at all, they can spread this into the social media. We don't have the problem with that, but we are waiting for the referee to decide.
Okay, but sir, I don't know if you have heard it from IEC. They said that he has met all the requirements necessary.
So if IEC say that, as a party, we wrote a petition to the IEC. So now we want to wait for them to reply us. They can say that he has met all the requirements. But as for party seal now, we don't get any reply from IEC. And we have wrote our letter, we have sent our petition letter to IEC, so we are waiting for IEC to reply us.
Until a few months ago, since the inception of the GDC, it has always been labeled as a subsidiary of the APRC. What is your response to people who believe that GDC is threatened by the political strength of the APRC?
Okay, some people are saying that GDC and APRC, they are all together. But if you look at GDC, it's an independent political party of itself. We have registered on the IEC. When GDC was coming, by that time, if you want to register your party, you have to pay only $10,000. When they had the GDCs coming, they have to go to the assembly to amend all the clauses from $10,000 to $1 million. We have registered our party to $1 million. We also have a signature of 10,000. It was a 500 Gambians, now it's 10,000. So GDC is different from, during the political impasse, His Excellency Mama Kande played a very crucial role during the impasse. Because when Jammeh said no, Mama Kande was the first Gambian to say, yes, I accept the results. and we were given the opportunity to reject the results. Because when Al-Mumanjai announced the results, within a few days, he came back to the team and said there was an error. Whereby we also have the right to challenge. But we know that the 60% of the Gambian population, they want Jammeh to go out, including the 70% of the GDC and the 43% of the coalitions. So I think that during that impasse, Mama Kande was the only person who in Gambia here, calling for press conference, accepting the results. When this ECOWAS head of state, when they came to the Gambia to meet former President Jammeh, when Jammeh said no, when they always come to the Baobab, Kande always tell them that I accept the results, that Adam Barrow won the elections. If I told Jammeh's sponsor GDC, when Jammeh said no, Mama Kande will say no. Recently, there is a real demonstration that what happened right now. You have already said that we have petition APRC, Rambo Jata and Suso in Basse. If at all we are together, we are not going to make a petition against those people. We don't have anything against APRC. We are not part of them. They are a political party of itself, and GDC is different from APRC. And the other side, if at all, if you see Gambia today, we have a change, it's because of GDC.
And how is that?
How is that? Because if you look at the 70% of the GDC is from the APRC. Because our main target was to damage the APRC. If you look at for the past 22 years, you hardly see people leaving APRC to come to the opposition side. People were leaving the opposition party, like UDP, going to the APRC. The lack of Ramboja, the lack of Wajuara, the list continues.
So you're saying that Rambo Jata was part of the...
He was part of APRC. Rambo was part of UDP. Yes, he was the councillor of UDP in Bakau. He cross-campaigned from UDP to join APRC. In the Wajuara, the same thing.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that Rambo Jata left the UDP to join the APRC?
I cannot say on behalf of Rambo Jata. I think that you can interview him and ask him for that. But what I'm telling you that GDC, when GDC was, when the opposition party were here, no, you hardly see people leaving APRC to come to the opposition camp. People were going. Jammeh was having 72% of the votes. But when GDC was registered, the entire Gambia was saying that let us not go election against Yaya Jammeh, because Jammeh is going to win. But Mama Kande said that we are going to elections. When I first met with Mama Kande at Power, by that time I was not even GDC, I asked him, what can you guarantee me that if I join you, Jammeh is going? He said that you were voting for Yaya Jammeh. I said yes. If at all if you stop voting for Yaya Jammeh, he will go out.
And this is the reason why people are saying that GDC is part of APRC. Because if you say that you are part of the APRC and now you are for GDC, and other people see people who are part of the APRC now are GDC, because we are human, we'll have this mentality that GDC is part of APRC, but it's separated in some type of way that would bring a misconception.
Madam, but politics is like that. Today you can be here, tomorrow you can be here, can be there. That's normal in politics. Right now, GDC, we have some people that are from UDP that are part of GDC. I can tell you. Yeah? I was in an APRC, but I was expelled from the party by Jammeh. He expelled me from APRC. I was part of the APRC committee, but I was expelled from Jammeh, from the APRC. And from there, I joined GDC. That's normal in politics. And okay, I believe in the party leadership. But let me just continue. If you see GDC, if you see today the coalition won Yaya Jammeh.
So you left there because of grudges?
No. There was a time when I applied to be a member of parliament under the ticket of APRC. Unfortunately, I was not chosen by them, and I feel like that it was not fair the way they handled me, and I decided to go for independent, and they expelled me from the party. I have no problem with that, and I wish the party good luck by that time, and I move on. Life goes on. So what I'm telling you that GDC is because of GDC. That's why we are saying Jammeh is out. Because the 70% of GDC, they were all from the camp of Yaya Jammeh. When GDC was when we are going to launch our party, our first rally in Basse, in Farafenye, over 118 Yaya company cross coming from APS to join GDC.
Okay, sir.
By that time, you hardly see opposition party to go and damage the camp of Yaya Jammeh. And if you want to win Yaya Jammeh, you have to damage his people.
Sir?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, from what you just said, can I say the reason you joined GDC is because you want to see Yaya Jammeh gone?
No.
That was
my aim was we want a better Gambia. And as for now, still now, there is no better Gambia, whether we like it or not. We have a change, but there is no better Gambia. For the past 1 year, 3 months, There is no development that this government can tell you we have one
Are
development.
you saying that if GDC takes over the nation, there will be a better Gambia?
We have a better Gambia, and as for GDCs making better Gambia.
GDCs making
right now
what,
we have
what
almost,
is GDC making in the community
right now
that will make me believe that we have a better Gambia?
Right now we have over 208 boreholes throughout the Gambia. There was a place whereby if you don't have what is a problem. We are sponsoring a borehole, we are making a road, we are sponsoring the students to go to universities.
How many students?
We have almost over 10 students that are in the university right now as under the ticket of GDC.
Mr. MC Cham, thank you very much. This session has been very interactive, and I want to bring a halt to that session. But however, we've got so many other questions to ask you. Concerning the petition that you filed to the IEC, and part of it you quoted the Local Government Act. Is that so?
Yeah.
You quoted the Local Government Act, which disqualifies, excuse me, members who are not residents of a particular area for more than 12 months. It disqualifies them, like in the case of Banjul. So, who are these candidates who are not qualified?
As for now?
Yes, in Banjul.
In Banjul, I don't get yet any information from Banjul.
You don't get any information
that a candidate has been disqualified. Yeah.
Okay, but then who are these candidates that have not met
the
requirements?
Yeah. And GDC, we also wrote a petition, thank you very much, about the Banjul mayoral candidates. Some of them, according to our Banjul, we have a structure throughout the Gambia.
Okay.
The youngest political parties, less than 2 years. Anywhere you go in this country, you see chairman of GDC, and we have a very good structure throughout the Gambia. We have a very good, and they also wrote a petition, some of like the Lisi, I don't know, Lisi, and Ibu Fai and Rohilo. Yeah, Rohilo, yes. Rohilo is from Kanifin, the other guy is from Kutu, I don't know, from Bakwate. So we also wrote a seal. Now we are waiting for IEC to reply to us from our petitions. As for now, we are waiting IEC.
Okay.
So you mean 3 of those candidates don't live in Banjul?
They don't live in Banjul.
And you have your right source that they don't live in Banjul?
No, we know their houses and everything.
Okay, according to the petition, you have laid a lot of petitions to IEC. Now, I just wanted to ask you that if those petitions, IEC doesn't look into it and doesn't like give you a positive reply or doesn't even reply at all, what will be your take? What will you do?
No, we as a party, if IEC reply us and it's not fair with the party, we sit down as a party, we look at other steps that we can take. Okay. And we also have a legal expert